So as you can hear and see, have that chicken bacon till it browns. And then we'll go to the next step. It's gonna be good, y'all. Cook it until the tops are brown. And I like using bone-in. That way I know it's real. Not bioengineered in a lab. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so I took the chicken out of the oven just to pour some of the oils and stuff that it cooked in off. And applied the barbecue sauce. This is a simple recipe. Use bare minimum ingredients. You don't have to use a lot. Season. Put any kind of marinator sauce you want. I have this on the sink because I don't want to spill it because I'm a person that cleans up while I'm cooking. See the sponge over there, right? So I make sure that I am cleaning while I'm cooking. I will be back. Right, as you can see right here, have water. With a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit, some olive oil. Boiling, I'm going to make mac and cheese, and the children asked for corn. This is simple, simple, simple. You can do it and eat at home. You don't have to go out and buy fast food that's not going to be healthy for you anyway. Just start cooking at home, right? Which would you rather get? A burger and a chicken patty sandwich that probably is bioengineered, more than likely is made in who knows what lab or factory, and makes you sick? No. Right here, I just have a roasted corn mixture. Just going to do this. Today's a day of rest for me. I'm not really going to be preparing a lot of heavier meals that you guys have seen me make with cutting up a lot of stuff. I put this together really simple. And you can do it so that you and your children can eat at home too. I'll be back. Back in the oven. I'm going to let it cook for about 15 more minutes. I lower the heat because it's pretty much already done. And I don't want to burn it and dry it out. Now that we know that our noodles are tender, steaming, I took them off the stove, they boiled. I'm going to use a colander to drain them and rinse them off. And then I'm going to put them in this pan with all the good stuff to bake the mac and cheese. Be back. All right, and so here is our finished chicken that we baked. Working on the mac and cheese. You hear the water in the background. Like I said, I clean up as I'm going along. This looks really good. I'm going to let that sit there on stove while I make everything else besides. You don't have to make mac and cheese this way, but my children like it this way. So I'm adding a little bit of the Campbell's that you saw, broccoli and cheese, and then I'm going to put grated cheese on there with a little bit of seasonings. And I believe you should try it if you have young children, middle-aged, teenagers. They probably like it better this way. All right, we'll be back. Here is our mixture, and then I'm going to top it off with sharp cheddar and a little bit of mozzarella. All right, and since we don't drink milk, regular milk, I want you guys to know that this was mixed with water. So you don't have to have milk. I know sometimes you see ingredients at home and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have everything. Look for alternatives, right? There's times that, recipes call for certain ingredients. You can use applesauce or something different. But I just want you to start seeing how simple it is to make your own stuff. Simple recipes. I'm not a chef. I'm just cooking for my children. I want to help you stay away from McDonald's and Burger King and all those things and do it yourself, right? And this is going to last for a while. So here you have this going in the oven. This came out of the oven. You see meat is falling off of the bone, so we know it's done. I showed you the process of cooking it, draining it, and pouring the barbecue sauce. Simple corn mixture there, kind of my kids like. Very easy, y'all. This is very easy. Just get the recipes, and this lasts way longer. They won't be saying, I'm hungry, like after you come from getting chicken nuggets and Happy Meals and cheeseburgers, right? And there'll be leftovers. Right, we'll be back. Okay, here is last but not least, my son wants yams, and so here we go. See them right here, no preservatives. You gotta look to make sure that you don't have that bioengineered food ingredients on there. In spite of like what we used to look at is like the cane sugar and, like how many carbs and all of that. Now we're like, is it gonna have bioengineered on it? And that's what pretty much keeps us, see that right there, it's kosher. So I just wanted to show you how to do things. This is considered fast food to us. Why? Because I made a lot out of packages or cans instead of scratch. Like sometimes I share meals from scratch, and this is something to inspire you to do a simple meal for those of you that want to shift from fast food eating to just eating at home and making your own stuff. I am also going to drizzle this. See, there's some trash there, but throw it away. I'm going to drizzle this. I'm going to drizzle those with this. Just a little bit. Okay? Make sure that you are honing in on those ingredients to avoid foods made in that are bioengineered. At the fast food restaurant, they are not obligated to tell you. That's another kosher symbol. They're not obligated to tell you. They don't have to tell you that the whole meal you're eating comes from bioengineered food ingredients, and they can have their own labs by which they create and craft the recipes for those ingredients. So at least we know, even from these packaging, what we're getting and what we're putting into our children, right? I hope this inspires you. Some people say, hey, Christina, the food that you make looks really good, but I don't know if I have time. You have time to do this recipe. You have time to do the crock pot recipes that I've been sharing. I'm going to make a potted chili coming soon, and so that's one that lasts for a long time. Chili, spaghetti, I mean, come on, go back to basics, right? Stuff we grew up on. All right, see you soon. Here you have it. Lots of cinnamon, a little bit of allspice, and that honey drizzle. That honey drizzle. And your children will love it, especially when they come to you and say, hey, Mama, can you make this? Yes, I am. All right, and here we have the broccoli and cheese mac and cheese bubbling up, and about to take it out of the oven. I put a little pepper on. I have 17 and 12-year-old, and they don't mind seasonings, but when you have younger children, like, don't try to force the seasonings because their palate doesn't really taste it the same way we do, and you know, it can be kind of like torturous for them to sit and eat a meal that has pepper all over it. I remember being little and someone made me do that until I could get something to drink, and it didn't work out. I felt tortured more than satisfied with my meal, so just be careful the habits you create. All right, see you soon. Here is the finished product. My daughter's getting irritated at me because she wants me to pass her plate, and I'm doing this. I told her I'm doing a little video for mom so they'll transition from going to fast food. But here it is. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Enjoy. Say bye. Bye. I'm going to give her plate now. Since this is for beginners, I'm going to show you how to pack that to go, right? You get a Tupperware container. Put that food inside, however you want to mix and match yours. I mean, I don't have a preference about my food touching, but if you have those containers that separate, good. I put it in the container and then cover it with the top. And there you go. You have lunch for work or whatever. Give to your husband, whatever you need to do. I don't know if you're married or not, right? Your kids, if they take lunch with them, there you have it. And they, I don't know if this is something that they'll be able to take because I'm not sure about the rules about heating up foods at school, but you have something that you can have leftovers. And that's how you pack them up. Enjoy!